Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and double honors to the apostles and the others. Great millstone Bashem Rakak Radash. My name is Yakalba from Plaintables Camp of Philly. Now this is, Antifa. They were protecting some type of rally for alternative lifestyle people at a restaurant or something like that. I'm going to show it. This is Ecclesiastes 18:11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. All right. So because, people aren't being punished for transgressions, they're allowed to continue doing them. All right. These are the activists. So pro, alternative, pro, anti. Drag the queens out of this town. Mark 9:42. It says, but let me just read it here. You can't go in that close. Let's read Mark 9:42. Yeah, Mark 9:42. Let's read that real quick. Just give me a second. 9. For whosoever shall give you a cup of cold water and drink because you belong. I don't think that's really appropriate. I don't know what he's getting at on that. That's 9:42. Yeah. But anyway. so caution. Got the pox hot spot. I guess he's trying to say it about the alternative lifestyle people. The pox. Children cannot consent. Something kids be stop visualizing, maybe children. Some utilizing. Devil is a liar. Sexualizing. I can see it on all this person's sign. So sexualizing. Stop. Stop sexualizing children. Yeah. You got people maxed up. Want to know they have their identity. Ain't for no damn respiratory illness. Yeah, and that's why they're able to continue. And what the Lord Yahushua is doing, he's just building their sins up to a point where it'll be complete justification for the destruction of Babylon, America. All right, so let's go down to about here. It says 19 and 24, Genesis. Then the Lord, Yahweh, rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. Now that could have been Yahushua under the orders of the Most High. All right. But in the law and the prophets, it mainly says the Most High's name. But the person or the power that executed it could have been Yahushua. Because the scriptures tell you when Genesis, the first chapter, that everything visible and invisible were made. Or it says that the power was a spirit. John the first chapter. And in Colossians, the first chapter, it says, "For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. All right. So we have that there. We leave that there. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and the inhabitants of the cities that which grew upon the ground. All right. Now you look up overthrow in the Greek. The plain. Let's look at Hebrew first since we're up here. Cities. Overthrew means a turn. In 2015, hapak in the Hebrew meaning to overturn, meaning direction, meaning they were alive and then they're all turned to dust. They were prosperous in a certain thing, and now it was turned. Now there's no work. They completely erased. To change, transform. They were living, walking around, and then they got turned to dust. All right. To change, to transform. They got transformed into dust and fire, which fire is a chemical reaction. All right. All right, right there. And in the Greek, it should be like catastrophe. All right, we got a variation of that. We got catastropheo. And the word there is catastrophe sin. Catastrophe sin. Sin. Sign. All right, if I overthrow. Soils. Turn, to turn, overthrow, to turn, to throw down. All right. Then we go to Peter's. 2 Peter's 2 and 5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. It was turned. All right. Condemned them with an overthrow, and making them an example unto those that afterwards should live ungodly. So that's what's going to happen to this place. Like they support these things. All right. Now you got the Esau out there, standing up against what they believe is wrong. So it's Esau against Esau. How can his kingdom stand?
Oh, whoa, hang on. Stand right there, I got it on camera. That's a hey, Blue! Oh, whoa, hang on. Stand right there, I got it on camera. That's a hey, Blue! Hey, Blue! She just spit on me. She just spat on me.
Well, what did you call them earlier when you were talking to them? Didn't you call them a bunch of fucking pussies?
No, I called them pussies.
Yeah, I mean, these people here.
No, just the ones that are wielding AR-47s.
So what are you here to do today?
I'm here to support people that don't indoctrinate and groom little 8-year-old kids. Credulous.
So why do you need to get in someone's face?
I wasn't. I was walking over here to talk somewhere. I was walking over here to talk to somebody, and this one, and the other goes, get away, you can.
Who do you need to talk to?
I didn't. I wanted to go talk to somebody. None of your fucking.
Okay, right there. All right, so I don't know if he's a Proud Boy. They may say it, but I guess this guy's pro LGBTQIR, whatever, And they have AR-47s apparently. As he recognizes the weapons. I'm not a weapons expert, so I don't know. He says AR-47, and here's a patch of one of the anti-fascists is wearing. So these are not some of them might be alternative lifestyle people. That Antifa. They saying they're Antifa. Wearing while standing guard outside the drag brunch. So within a restaurant there, I guess they're having they must have bought the restaurant out, and they're having some type of lunch, and Antifa is protecting them. So they protect them. That's America. You have the freedom to be against the holy laws. All right. Now, if you in a church, the Christian church, Catholic church, they are completely pro alternative lifestyle people. All right. They will be there. They will be if Genesis 19 would have happened today, they would be against the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah and the rest of those other two cities. Zoar were spared. All right? So they will be against it. So the church, the Catholic Church, the Baptist, Methodist, they will be against Genesis 19 chapter. They should take this out the Bible. Then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he turned them into ashes. That's what overthrew means. He turned them from being alive into ashes, into dust. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities that which grew upon the ground. All right. So let's look up brimstone. All right, that's what's going to happen to America. That's how we know. The elders brought out about the description of the arrows and the fire is referring to the destruction, the complete annihilation, the catastrophe of a land, just like Sodom and Gomorrah, and brimstone of judgment of Yahweh's breath, as equally inflammable. Inflammable means able to be set on fire, which is a chemical reaction. All right. Sulfur. All right. And we look up. I don't have any more. All right, so we went through Peter's spirit, not as an example. Ungodly. Let's look up ungodly. All right. We still rolling. All right. We got A means not. Sebel. Sebil. Let's see, make sure I'm right. Yep. A means not, and Sebil. So Sebil should be something good. To reserve, to worship. Yep. So not worshiping. No, so these people that are turned to lifestyle, they're not worshiping the true God of the Bible, Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. Devoted, religious, and then you put the A in front of it. It means not. All right. Worship. Let's see what else it means. All right, yeah. Ungodly. Yeah, not worshiping. Act impiously. All right. That's how you break those words down. All right. Like you say, asexual, whatever. It means no sex. You can has a seed within itself, like certain animals are asexual, like an ocean. All right. We look up Jeremiah 51. This is how you know this have not come to pass. Yeah, we're talking about the ancient. It's twofold: the ancient Babylon, ancient Medes, Medo-Persian Empire. But it's twofold, all right? Because everything that Jeremiah prophesied that was going to happen to Babylon did not happen to Babylon. All right, and everything that Israel that was prophesied about Israel going to do to Babylon has not happened yet. We start the 20th verse to prove that. Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. The Israelites did not bring the citizens of Babylon, which is the Assyrian Babylonian kingdom. The Israelites did not subjugate the Assyrian Babylonians. All right, that never happened. We didn't get a chance to break them in pieces. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariots and his rider. And with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. All right, so this never happened. All right, so this is all happening to conclude, and I will render unto Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea and all the evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith Yahweh. B'Hashem Yahushai. So Israel, our ancestors, or us today, which we are our ancestors, we have not gotten vengeance on Babylon, right, which is really the Assyrians in the ancient world. So it's because this particular verses are not talking about the ancient Babylonians. It's talking about the modern day Babylonians, which are the Caucasian Edomites. All right, New Babylon. All right, America. All right, and the Bible speaks about Babylon being destroyed, becoming a habitation of devils in the book of Revelation, I believe 18. All right, it's not referring to ancient Babylon. This did not happen yet because the Israelites, all right, us, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and them scattered around the world, any other nations that look like these nations, we have not gotten vengeance. All right, we have not become a battle axe and weapons of war against the Babylonians. So this is referring to the new Babylonians. All right. It says, 25th verse, behold, I am against the old destroying mountain. So just see, the ancient Babylonians were not the destroying mountain, saith Yahweh. The new Babylon is the destroying mountain, which destroyeth all the earth. The ancient Assyro-Babylonians did not destroy the whole earth. All right. They had a control over a very small area of land. All right. They didn't even have control of any part of Europe. They didn't have any. Let me show a map. All right. It said destroy all the world. Here we go. I guess this is the Babylonian Empire at its very height. All right. And this is when the Medes were approaching. Media, Persia. They were taking more Babylonian land. And eventually the Persians, Medo-Persian Empire, took Babylon down, the ancient. All right, so this is not the whole world. All right, this little area of land here, that's no justification for saying the whole world. All right, I hope you can see that. Oh, come on. My software trying to save me from something. It's a little better. You gonna fuck with me, huh? All right, come on, we can do something. Neo-Babylon Empire. Let me see. Put Bible map. Yeah, oh, man, a little better. Captivity of Judah. All right. Here we go. All right, it's nice, pretty nice map. Okay, these cookies, he's stealing my information. Okay, 586 to 516. All right, so let's go back to the justification of why I'm saying this. Jeremiah 51:24, and I will render into Babylon. No, 51 and 25. Behold, I am against the old destroying mountain, referring to Babylon, modern Babylon, not ancient Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. All right, America, ruled by Esau, Edom, saith Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain. Another thing that did not happen to ancient Babylon. So that's the justification. And I'll go back to the map. So we'll look up burnt, so you can clearly see it. Sharapa, burning. There you go. I mean, so I don't know how you guys are saying that all this, that the Bible has already, all the prophecies have been fulfilled, and like it's just fucking stupid. Everything is, there's a term for it that you believe everything is has come to pass in the Bible already. Some people believe that, oh, it already happened already. So yeah, that's basically a safe way they feel more secure themselves. All right, and you got the guys that want to leave their options open also. You gotta pick a side, because when it comes down to the wire, it may be too late. Burning. All right, so this didn't happen to ancient Babylon. All right, so we got Assyria, Babylon, which again, the Assyrians and the Babylonians, they came together. All right, they mixed themselves up. So it's hard to distinguish who was ruling of what actual seed line, Assyrian or Babylonian. But we know Assyrians would rule, from what I read, as Babylonian kings. I believe during the time of captivity of Judah, that those were Assyrians ruling as Babylonian kings. Because the Assyrians, from what I read, respected the Babylonian culture. All right. Either way, they conquered us as Babylonians. So that's why it's written Babylon, and that's what the Lord wanted them to be known as Babylonians. All right. So they ruled as the kings of Babylon, and ruled as Babylonian kings. So you see here the Medes, Persia, all right, Syria, Nineveh. All right, so this is not the whole earth. All right, that's the point there. All right, it's a little lesson. All right, that was it. This is going to happen. All right, Babylon, America, is going to become a burnt mountain. All right. They protect the sinners. All right, so hope you edified. Shalom.